While some may consider the practice of chopping seats with tissue packets ungracious, others like etiquette consultant Joshua Luke believe it can still be considered a Singaporean way of life which may be upheld in a gracious manner. How? Well, we put him to the test, so let's see how graciously he fares.
Excuse me, does later I need to grab my food because there's kind of left space. So is it possible if I just place a tissue here? You just help me to look after these seats for me. If anybody asks, just tell them that actually I'm prepared for the seats here. Would that be okay?
One of the ways which I kind of want to think about is just the way is really get your friends along with you, and then ask your friends to either sit down, get a place first while you go and buy for food, or in any other case itself is to really ask the table who are strangers to just tell them that no, we do need a place, we just keep the seats for us. I believe this is the best thing we can do. Of course, I do hope that we can have a tag, if it's really standardized throughout this whole Singapore, and this tag put down there, my name is Joshua Luke, and kindly, this seat is kindly reserved for me, I'll be back very soon. If there's any system set in place, the people have to play their part in kind of making the whole system more smooth in flow. So I believe for those customers, it might be just a number of them, who forgot to return their tag for any reasons or so, and these people should be educated more. But the whole lot of us shouldn't be penalized just because some of them forget to return their tags.
I gotta get mine. You gotta get yours. I gotta get mine. You gotta get yours. I gotta get mine. You gotta get yours. I gotta get mine. Get yours. Smooth as I wanna be, but with me you's a goner. Oh, that's the way.
Excuse me, just now I kept the tissue paper here. Actually, there are 3 seats for us.
What tissue is that? Tissue paper? Do you see tissue paper here?
No, I know what the tissue paper is behind. Then you sit behind.
For example, when a person asks me the first time, I say, I'm sorry, I'm actually rushing for time, that's why I chose the seats, I hope you understand. The person comes back again, no, I tell you, I say, I'm truly sorry about this thing, because I really do have a workshop to attend to later. I do have to check, I'm so sorry about this thing, I'll eat fast, maybe I can pass you the seats later. No, I'll use the 3 trial. After the 3rd try, I'll just use a bit more assertive method. I say, I've truly apologized to you already, and I truly need the seats. Maybe what I can do is I finish the food, and then I'll just pass the seat to you. Okay? So
to be firm as a...
That's right. Much as we can be gracious, but some people can take advantage of our graciousness. So the 3 trial method is usually how I go by doing it.
Okay, but basically because I think because you're rushing for time, that's why I put a tissue paper there. Yeah. So I hope you can actually, if it's possible, just let us the seats. We'll just finish the food early and let you know.
If you really need be after the 3rd try, the guy is still very angry or things like this, what I'll do is sure, no problem, you can have the seats. I don't mind sacrificing this lunch because I made my point, but my point is not to get into a fight with him. If he still doesn't understand my point itself, it is this lunch or this meal is worth sacrificing because I let him know how a gracious person in Singapore can be. From the international point of view, people who doesn't understand our culture, they may think that it may not be that gracious. But from as a truly Singaporean point of view, I find that since hawker centre is a unique culture of Singapore, and then we are using that because of certain practical reasons of the time, I find that it can be an acceptable way of our Singaporean life, if need be. It would be quite interesting if I'm a tour guide or if I'm a tour agency, I'll share with the foreigners, like, no, we have a very unique way of reserving seats, and I'll just tell them accordingly, and it's a very creative way, and we're using tissue paper. And they were just, oh, why tissue paper and things like that? Well, tissue paper because after food we are using tissue paper, so it's more like anything that comes along our way. So we Singaporeans are practical and we know how to be creative at the same time, innovative.
Shall we be kind?
Alright, no problem.